Welcome back to another video. I'm Chi-Chi and this is Fantasy Budgets. Hope you guys had a fantastic week. Today is Tuesday. I'm just filming this a little bit early for tomorrow on Wednesday. Yay! We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of cash stuffing. We're gonna talk a little bit about the budget, see where we're at. We are stuffing for week 3 of this week. And we will be starting some new challenges, I believe, at the end of this week. When I go to do another video, we'll talk more about those challenges. As you guys know, we do have the convention. You probably see the buzz in the budgeting community. We are having a convention for budgeters. That's going to be happening August of 2026. Yay! I do believe the dates are the 7th through the 9th. I will start sharing more information on my channel and, also my Instagram regarding that info. You can also see it around the budgeting community too. Hope to see some of you guys there. I do plan on going, but we've got to save for that, right? We've got a whole year plus some to go ahead save. There's always things that we need to do, travel, airfare, we're going to need to have, I'd like to have a rented vehicle for when we go there. Food, entertainment, souvenirs. Can't forget, supporting the community too. Gonna pick up some beautiful, 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 beautiful finds from some of the vendors there, And technically I've never been to Michigan, so this is going to be awesome. So with that in mind, I'd like to go ahead and start those savings challenges this week. So stay tuned. I will drop another video later in the week. We're going to detail that along with a few other things that are happening. But here today, we're going to go ahead and do our budget cash stuffing. This is going to be for week 3. I did make out a budget, guys. And we had everything done. It's looking good so far. Here we are. So I've got everything written out that we are going to go ahead and budget today, and we will have cash left over. I'm not sure how much cash yet, because this was the amount we were going to have with, we have rollover of 161, which includes some cash from paycheck last week, and then some cash left over in the bank, and then we had $15.80 in cash that we got for our bills this month. That's part of our roommate's payments that he had to make to us, plus some of the funds that we had already. So we're going to be budgeting that amount, putting it towards bills, doing what we need. Everyone's just trying to survive. I know we've talked a little bit about the roommate situation, but let's go ahead and touch on that. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a roommate. We'll go ahead and count this out while we're doing that. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a roommate situation where you've, basically had to stay with someone, whether it's best friends, you're at college, you're out in the world, or, it's like family, but sometimes you just need that extra help. We've had roommates now for 7 years. Basically since I came here to Georgia. They were technically already my husband's roommates. It was just 2 younger boys. He had rented a room from them and their mom, and then we ended up, when we moved, the boys moved with us. And so, they just became roommates, and now one of the boys has got a roommate situation with his friend, and his older brother actually still stays with us. And it's just like a whole big old family. Like, technically he's like a kid to us. But, it's helping out. He helps us out. He helps with his part of the bills, things of that nature. And we pay our parts of the bills. Usually all you see is the parts that we pay towards our bills and things like that, and our portions. And then you don't see his portions. His portions of the bills, we just add to that factor because they don't affect our bills. Today you will see me pay Candy. I know I've talked about that. It's the vehicle that we bought, our very first, my husband's very first vehicle we bought together. Brand new 2019 Chevy Cruze. Pretty Candy apple, y'all. She is pretty. one driver. My husband does all the maintenance on our vehicles, so he's never had to worry about anything. We had two other vehicles. We acquired two other vehicles later down the line. Decided we were going to go ahead and possibly do something else with that one. Roommate needed a vehicle, so we are basically selling it to him. Like we said, it's got low miles. Like, he's still probably under 20K miles. We really don't drive nowhere. Or anything, out too extravagant or too extreme. So, those really good miles on a vehicle for 7 years of, well, not quite 7 years, but probably about 5 to 6 years of us owning it. So he's taken over the payments. He's pretty good. Almost got it paid down. We just started him off right with what was owed on it when he took it over a couple of years ago. He's probably got about 4K left on it. So he'll have that paid, we gather, sometime next year. So today, usually I don't have this part in our video, but today we're going to go ahead and include his payment there just because it was in the lump sum of the money that he gave me. He handed that to me when I was trying to get my money ready for this video. So I was just like, whatever, we'll stuff it here today. It'll be fine. We'll talk a little bit about it. So if you guys have ever had a roommate situation, go ahead and leave that in the comments. Tell us how it happened. Tell us what you thought about it. Do you guys think it's feasible to have a roommate? Especially in today's economy. I know a lot of people think of, some of the things that could happen when you have a roommate. Can you trust them? Will they pay their rent on time? Will they, supply their own food? What about pet situations? What if they have children? There's so many things to think of. But if you guys live in some of the areas that I live in or have lived in, sometimes the economy calls for a roommate. I've seen many people have roommate situations, and many times, especially if they are not living with a spouse or a significant other. They'll tend to have roommates or whatnot, just, to have pocket money and be able to, put a roof over your head. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what average rent or mortgages go for in your areas also. You don't have to put addresses or cities or stuff. Just say states and, like up in the northern part, southern part, eastern part, whatever it is. You could put like a city, but you don't have to get really like detailed there. And just tell us, how much does it cost in your average area? I think, I might do a poll and, put some stats up next week with Timeless Tuesday, actually, when we do that. And we'll see, right? That'll be interesting. So let's go ahead and start counting some of this cash. Let's see. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. There. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. That there is 1,000. And that's 20, 40, 60, 81, 20. So that is $1,120. So let's go ahead and bring our calculator here. One of these days, I am going to get a bigger calculator, guys. Also, we have a $50 bill. So I'm going to take that 50, put it there. And we're going to put our 20s here. So we have $1,120 plus 50. So far we have $1,170. And let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. I'm sorry, 100. Let me go. I think I really lost that, guys. Let me count that one more time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So $100. So that's 100. So we're at $1,270. Let's go ahead and get our fives out. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. So that's $30. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have $11. So we have a grand total of $1,311. So guys, with this money that we have here, I have not technically gone to the bank to get the exact cash that I need, but I do have some change that I can change out to go ahead and swap if I need to. And like I said, I'm not quite sure because I did have to take a little bit of cash out earlier today so we can grab some food. So I'm not quite sure though how much we're going to be leaving back. We'll count that at that point in time once we come to it. It's just a couple of bills that we are going to go ahead and stuff. And what I'm going to do, you guys know our handy dandy bill book. Let's go ahead and fill this. So with that being said, $195 we are going to go ahead and put into rent this week. So we are going to say 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. I know I said we were going to do 195, but we're going to go 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. I'm actually going to go ahead and put an even 200, leave our fives because I think we might need them for something else. So we'll put our money there. So we'll put 200 there. I'll go back and I'll change our form later on and put that we put 200 there. Next is going to be storage. This, for the meantime, right now, I'm not going to stuff this. Like I told you before, last video, we are thinking about getting rid of this, so it's not going to get anything for right now. Credit cards aren't going to get anything for right now. Insurance. We are going to put $35 in insurance. So we'll say 20, 30, and 5. It'll come up time for us to pay this shortly. Towards the end of the month. Let's see, internet, we are going to put $33 there. 20, 30, 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and slide that in there. Now I did just pay our internet bill. Some of these I'm trying to get personally a little bit ahead of. I'm going to start paying these on a credit card and then just taking that money and then paying them off when that credit card is due. And I'm just going to keep that cycle going, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. We don't have anything for loans. Power. So power, we are going to go ahead and put 25 in. So we've got our 20, we've got our 5. If you guys didn't notice, I have a wealth of 20s. This one, I think I'm going to actually put, I'm going to go ahead and put just the 25 in right here. And then let's see, phone, we are going to go ahead and put $65 in our phone. Now, I did go ahead and 20, 40, 60, and 5. 20, 40, 65. So I have started with certain bills with doing the credit card method. Our phone bill is one of them. So I'm basically just trying to bank the money, and then when it comes time, I'll start paying that, the credit cards off. When their credit card is due, I'll pay it to go ahead and help build up our credit and to go ahead and be able to build up our credit for one. That's the main reason. And to make sure that, we have available credit. And get our bills in on time, ahead of time. I like to pay them all at one time, early, things of that nature. Storm and Candy, we'll come back to those. I want to make sure I pay everything else first. And we'll come back to those too. Those are the vehicles. We have Aaliyah. Aaliyah is going to go ahead and get $50. I'm going to do her in 20s, 20, 40, and 50. And just for the simple fact that I may need that 50. I am going to use that 50 back there for something else. There's not going to be any subscriptions. Next is myself, Bear, And then we have bank deposit. And I do have money here because I do have to put money in the bank for a bill. So we're going to come back here to Storm and Candy. First thing I'm going to do is we are going to go ahead and fill Candy out. Now, Candy is $575. So let's go ahead and count that out. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. That's 500, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 5. So that should be 575. So let's count that one more time. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 75. That's $575. And we're going to go ahead and stuff Candy. Awesome, awesome. So she is fully funded and she will be paid at the end of the month. Also, guys, I did forget, out of that balance, the original balance that I told you guys about the $1741 that I showed in the beginning of the video, $276 did actually come out of that also. We made a payment to our cable, to our internet. So that was paid. That had moving fees and from when we moved and reconnect fees to, you know, for them to connect it, put cable, you know, basically the internet. Plus we have home phone. We do pay for a home phone as a backup line, just so we, you know, we have that in case we needed it. And then unfortunately, I also found out we were paying for something that I never even noticed on our bill. And I could have been saving $40, guys. Get this, $40 since last July on my bill because they snuck in a $40 charge every month for cable. For cable TV, guys. We don't watch cable TV. We are strictly stream or free apps. Like we subscribe to, you know, Max. We subscribe to Netflix. We've got Crunchyroll, Funimation. We've got Amazon Prime. So we watch Prime Video. There are other, you know, different free apps that we can watch that we're subscribed to. You know, me and family, we share Hulu's, things like that. So, you know, we don't need cable. We're already paying for other things. And so it baffles me how we've been paying $40 since July, guys. And they absolutely refuse to refund us anything, despite the fact that they could see we hadn't watched a lick of it. Hadn't even really activated it, hadn't done nothing. Didn't want to refund us. Go figure. But we got that off of the bill taken care of because I'm like, why is my bill so much? And they're like, well, with your cable. And I'm like, no. Let's take that off. So thankfully, we got that squared. So we got Storm, we got Candy done. We are working on Storm. We didn't stuff Storm last time. Let's see how much money we have left now so we can count. So I know we got that 50 there. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. We got 200. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's see. We've got 10. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have $8 left. So we have $328, guys. So there are a couple of things. I'll go ahead and I will close this and set this to the side for a moment. Let's go ahead and think about what we want to do with this $328 while we mark off what we've paid. So we'll slide that to the side there. So we have actively stuffed Aaliyah. She's good to go. Candy's also been stuffed. We've stuffed our phone, internet, power, and insurance. And I am going to go ahead and I am going to white out our rent payment there. And we'll let that sit for just a moment. And I will put the $200 we actually did. That way we're reflecting there. And I'll go ahead and I'll highlight that. So those are done. So awesome, we did that. Over here on our monthly, this is our monthly challenge puzzle one. I did do this one. In fact, I think I've done two. I'll show those to you guys here shortly. You could probably pick it up in my reels. I did do a reel for those challenges. I did already do this one, so that's been done. I did allocate $35 out of here. That did go ahead and pay that. So we're doing good with that. PB&J, we don't have to pay this month because we already did it technically few videos back. So we're good for the month with that one. We're just sitting here on this amount here, the $213. I am thinking about taking that amount out and putting it, technically having that payment go towards, let's see, my next check, which is going to be later this week, and actually paying this. So I know that I need to focus on doing that $213 later this week, and I think that might be what I do. We'll see. What do we have? We do have a payment from Flex for $500 that we still need to go ahead and fund. We have already funded Landmark for $150. We have already funded Capital One for $56. We still need to talk about I need funds, my husband needs funds, groceries, gas, Avant is a credit card that I do need to make a payment on. I may go ahead and focus on that one this upcoming week. I'm gonna see, well, I would have to focus on this one anyways, due around the 1st. I think I will do that this upcoming paycheck also. But for right now, we have $328 to do whatever we want with. So with that being said, let's go ahead and allocate at least $25 to my husband, and I will also do $25. So that way we have funds. And here I'm building my money back up for my wants. I do feel like, and I'm going to give him 10s because he's okay with that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give him a 25 too. Because I do know that he will spend all of his usually in one go when he goes. He just uses it for little necessary things here and there. We mainly buy all our needs, with the household items. Like if we need to go and get, drinks, food, snacks, whatever. I try to, when I do a grocery shop, I actually do a grocery shop for snacks, foods, lunches, dinners, all of the in-between. There's no ands, ifs, buts, or anything else about that. Let's see. So I've got that done. I've got this money here. We have 213 here. We have 500 here that we need to finish up. So we have 228. So let's go ahead and minus that. And we're going to take 50 from that. That's going to leave us with 278. Let's go ahead and put some more money. 278. I really want to get part of this taken care of. I'm not going to worry too much, I guess, about this or this. We get paid in another couple of days. Plus, I can do grocery shopping. I can add that to one of our cards and then just pay it off with our grocery amount there. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead. $500 is the budget that I really wanted to have for it, but I don't. Let's go ahead and put $250 $250 there. That'll leave us with $28. So if we go $250 minus $250, it's going to leave us with their $28. Let's go ahead and count. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, and 50. So we've got our 50 there. Let's count that one more time. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92. So that is our 250. And I am going to go ahead and place this into our bank deposit also, because this is going to go ahead and go into the bank at the same time as that other money to pay our bills. That way we have at least halfway funded that bill that is coming up here. So I'm going to go ahead and put for flex. Oh, we already got it for $250. So I know that when I do next week's, well, not next week's, but later on this week's, when I get paid, I'll have $250 to go ahead and make that $500 up. We also paid Bear. We also paid myself. We have 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have $28. So what I'm going to do with this $28, every drop has a home. So I think I'm going to put this into gas. And I've been saving from my little wallet here. This is another little wallet where I put cash that we don't finish using. Let me see. There we go. Here we go. It's just cash that we haven't finished using from like when we run out, do errands, things of that nature. Let's see how much we have. We may do a couple of savings challenges or whatnot, or put it towards things that we need. We'll see. We'll see. So let's see what we have. We have ones. We have a 10. More ones. Quite a few ones, huh? So we're gonna put them to the side. We have a $5 bill here, and we have another 5. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds like dogs hollering outside my window. Kind of crazy.